Hey, it's Josh with Hardy Brothers Outdoors, Hardy Brothers Product Reviews. If you watch our channel at all, you know that we have never done any welding on this channel, and that's because we've never welded before. But we have turned down a number of welders in the past just because we didn't have the right safety equipment and things to start, and we figured it's going to cost us some money to get going. This time we were approached by a company called RILAND, and their kit actually came with a nice beginner's kit, so I decided, hey, what the heck, let's give it a try. And let's talk about what's in this RILAND kit. In the box is a pair of insulated gloves, so that's great. There was an extra nozzle. There is a wire brush for cleaning up your welds before and after. And there was a mask. And so this is the mask here. And this should work just fine. It's got the clear or the glass to take the brightness out of the weld. I've done a lot of reading. This should work just fine if you choose to go this route. If you watch us at all, you know that we're pretty keen on safety. So as you can see, I've bought a welding jacket as well. I went ahead and purchased another helmet, not because I had to, but one of the things that I heard was as a beginning welder, it's good to use two hands, one for a rest to make sure that you're getting your weld nice and level and even. So we'll hang on to this maybe for like my son, if he's in here, he can watch safely, but we're going to use a different helmet. We had the starter guide, and there's Flux core, which you'll see I've already loaded it up here, but I'll show you how easy that is to load. So the Flux core that came with it, we're ready to start welding. Here is the welder end, and then we have the grounding clamp. So this is a MIG welder for Flux core, and everything that I've read and researched so far, it's a great starter welder. So obviously I'm not an expert. I'm going to tell you to read all the safety instructions and even probably go further than that and watch some videos and educate yourself as I have. There's a really nice quick start guide here that a lot of products I get don't have, and such an easy concept. You know, this has got a lot of detail in it. Yes, you should still read it, but if you have done your research or if you've read this, here's a quick one to get you up and going. There's also a shoulder strap. This thing is super duper light, so you can carry it around. One of the good things about this type of flux core MIG welder is it can be used outdoors, provided you're in a dry area. There's no gas tanks or anything else, so this is supposed to be a really great way to start out if you're new to welding. And I am, and I'm going to put some spot welds on a tie rod for a kid's 24-volt Jeep that got broke like the first time we used it. So we're going to try to spot weld that and get that going. But be sure to be safe, and let's check it out and see what we think about the first use of the RILAND. All right, let's see if we can get this wire, this flux core, fed. I made a mistake and let the tension off of the wire and had a mess. I had to wind it back up. So try to hold the wire tight your first time. Then I wasn't finding the instructions clear on this. Raise this up. I'm going to be feeding that into there. There it goes. We're going to go until that comes out the end. Looks like we got some out the end there, so we're ready to weld now. All right, here comes my first ever weld. We're going to be welding around this here. And over here where the weld broke, I'm hoping that even though it's been painted, that the welds will be okay. Part of my newness, not quite sure. And then we're also going to add some welds to the bottom of this. See, so first time ever welding. This is what it's going to end up starting right now. let me just say, this is going to take some time to figure out. Never done this before, and yeah, that's going to take some time, but pretty cool. And my welds look terrible, but we got plenty of time to practice. Okay, so that concludes my first test with the RILAND, my first ever welding job. And I need to get a grinding wheel on it, get it cleaned up. I think it's going to be better than it looks right now. I did watch a lot of videos and noticed that the welds don't always look perfect until they're cleaned up. There's a lot of splatter. But you know what? I'm pretty certain that this toy is going to be back in operation. And without this, it was like a $400 toy that I was going to have to take somewhere to have it fixed. So I'm pretty excited. We have a lot of learning to do, but that's what we do on this channel, is learn how to do new stuff and not be afraid to try new things. So thank you to the brand RILAND for sending this to me. I got a lot of gear in the process, and I'm ready to keep at it and learn some new things to do with this MIG welder. So I think it's a great learning opportunity for anyone interested in welding, and it's not too expensive to get started. So thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.